Hey guys, what's up? It's time to do a speed test comparison between the Infinix 030 versus the Xiaomi Redmi Note 12. And the Xiaomi Redmi Note 12 is powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon 685 SoC with 8 GB of RAM, while on the Infinix 030 we have a MediaTek Helio G99 SoC with 8 GB of RAM. On the back we have a triple cameras on both phones. So on the Redmi we have a 50 megapixel main camera, while on the Infinix we have 108 megapixel main camera. Also we have a 2 megapixel which is a depth sensor, as well as a 2 megapixel which is a macro on the Redmi Note 12. And the back on both phones is made up of plastic, and the frame it is also is made up of plastic. We have in-display fingerprint scanner on the 030 versus we have inside the power button on the Redmi Note 12. On the bottom we have our USB Type-C with a speaker grill. Also we have a single speaker on the Redmi versus a dual speakers on the Infinix 030. Also on the Redmi we also have headphone jack on the top, which you don't find at all on the Infinix 030, which is a really disappointing thing, because headphone jack it is a really useful. So in this video I'm going to show you how much a difference between the Infinix 030 versus the Xiaomi Redmi Note 12. So without any wasting time, now let's quickly boot both of these phones up at the same time. Logos came up first on the Infinix 030, and both phones is running on Android 13 XOS version 13.1 versus the MIUI 14. Let's see which one will faster. So Infinix 030 is faster when it comes to booting up, as you can see, much faster as compared to the Redmi Note 12. And now the Redmi Note 12 it is also done. As you can see, we have 3 or 4 second difference between these devices when it comes to booting up. Now let's talk about the displays between these devices. On the 030 we have 6.7 inch Full HD Plus AMOLED, which can produce up to 1 billion colors. Also we have 120 Hz refresh rate. Also this is a 3D curve, which makes this phone more premium. Also we have center punch hole on the top, while on the Redmi Note 12 we also have 6.67 inch Full HD Plus AMOLED with 120 Hz refresh rate. Although we have flat display with a center punch hole on the top, and the bottom chain it is much smaller on the Infinix 030. So guys, service is closed up in the background, no application is running in the background. Also we have same Wi-Fi network on both phones. Opening up the phone dialer, and that is exactly the same. So next on the list is the settings, also exactly the same. And let me go to the display. So you can see we have 120 Hz refresh rate on both phones. We also have auto option, but I prefer all the time 120 Hz mode. Now check out some more apps. Now let's start off with the Amazon shopping. Same Wi-Fi network, so the 030 it is a slightly faster, and scrolling feels really smooth. As you can see, 120 Hz it is a silky smooth. And now let's open this tab, and this time also exactly the same. And now check out some games application. And now let's see that how much a difference between the MediaTek Helio G99 versus a Snapdragon 685 we have in the Note 12. Opening up the Candy Crush Saga. Slightly faster on the 030. Instagram slightly faster. Let's spin out. Faster on the 030. Snapchat faster again. Spotify same result, slightly faster on the 030. And now let's see Subway Surfer, another game. MediaTek Helio G99, Snapdragon 685. So 030 is taking the lead. As you can see, we only have 1 second difference. Let me show the speakers on both phones. On the 030 we have stereo speakers actually. What's the max volume look like? And here is the Redmi Note 12 with the single speaker. So you can see in the speakers it is much louder, also has a lot more bass over the 030. And now let's see temper and 2. Let's see in the temper and 2 which one will be faster. 030 it is slightly faster if I'm not wrong. As you can see, again 1 second difference. And now let's opening up the PUBG Mobile, and this is a heavy game. MediaTek Helio G99, Snapdragon 685, and that is slightly faster on the 030 as you can see. Also in that game we have a smooth graphics with ultra frame rate on both phones, so as far as the gaming performance are concerned it is about the same. And now let's open X, and about the same. Zedge, and Zedge it is open up slightly faster on the 030, and scrolling feels really smooth on both phones, although in the start we see a hiccup on the Redmi Note 12, not on the 030, but after some time it is really smooth. And last time I launched the cameras on both phones, default camera application. So camera it is open up at the same time. I would say as far as the cam performance are concerned, in my opinion the cam performance it is slightly better on the 030 as far as the colors are concerned. And now look at the front facing camera. So on the 030 we have 50 megapixel, while on the Redmi we have 13 megapixel. So you can see in the front facing camera it is much better, I would say one of the best in this price range on the Infinix 030. Okay guys, now let's see internet browsing speed. So I am using Chrome on both phones. Also we have same Wi-Fi network. Now let's open wikipedia.org, slightly faster on the 030, and scrolling feels really smooth. Same thing, zoom in and out. And now let's open this Chinese language. You can see in the scrolling it is not as smooth. On the Redmi Note 12 we see a hiccups. Next on the list is apple.com. Apple.com it is slightly faster on the 030, and scrolling feels really smooth. We can see the frame drop as you can see on the Redmi Note 12. And now let's see RAM management on both phones, and both phones has 8 GB of RAM. Now let's start off with the phone dialer, that is refresh. Settings, still there. Amazon shopping, and that is still there. Candy Crush Saga, that is refresh. Instagram, seems like in-app refresh. Pinout, and that is refresh. RAM management is not really good on both phones. Both phones is perform exactly the same. It is a in-app refresh I think. Spotify, it is a complete refresh I think on the Redmi Note 12, not on the 030. Subway Surfer, and that got refresh. Temper and 2 refresh on the Redmi Note 12. PUBG, refresh again on the Redmi Note 12. Open up X. Zedge, in-app refresh. Stuck as you can see, I don't know why. Last way back to the internet browser, that is the refresh on the Redmi Note 12. And guys, what I have to say regarding the apps opening speed, as you can see that, and the Infinix 030 overall is perform faster than the Redmi Note 12, not only in system based applications as well as in games. In games we constantly have a 1 or 2 second difference between these devices, and definitely Helio G99 is perform faster in this phone. So in terms of the RAM device in that area, in both phones is perform exactly the same in the RAM management. RAM management is not really good on both phones. And now let's talk about the battery sizes. So on the Redmi as well as on the Infinix we have 5000 mAh battery size, 45 watt super fast charging, while on the Redmi we have a 33 watt. And that's about it. And thank you so much for watching this speed test comparison between the Infinix 030 versus the Xiaomi Redmi Note 12, and do let me know your thoughts regarding between these two devices in the comment section below, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Peace out.